I've been thinking about the blend of instinct and intellect. And by that blend, I mean that I think way too many of us do most of our thinking from the neck up. Now, I know that sounds fairly obvious because where else would you do your thinking from? But I think that there's a whole lot of thinking that goes on from the neck down that we have come to discount. By that I mean, in the world of higher education, in the world of corporate America, in the world in general, we're obsessed with this knowledge and intellect and thinking. Even our friend, the great philosopher Pooh, would tell you, think. Well, I think that when we do too much thinking from the neck up, we stop paying attention to what our guts tell us. And that is that balance between intellect and instinct. I will tell you that personally, I have thought myself into more trouble than I have thought myself out of. So with that in mind, I have come to learn to appreciate and respect and listen to my guts, if you will. I will tell you that this may, I don't know whether this is the same for you, but it is the same, it is true for me, that most bad decisions I've made, I knew it was going to be a bad decision when I was making it, because I would get that little knot in my stomach. I'd get maybe that little buzz in my, that little white noise in my head. I'd get, my pulse rate would go up. Maybe I'd sweat a little bit, and my whole body would be telling me, run. But somehow I had learned to ignore that in a way to allow myself to think that I could think my way through it. And in those situations, I have found that had I listened to my gut, had I listened to my core, if you will, I could have probably spared myself that. Now, I will also tell you that it's true that if I only listen to my core, it means that sometimes I make decisions based out of fear without giving the appropriate balance and respect to my ability to think through a situation. So the magic for me, and I think the magic for you, is finding that balance between instinct and intellect, that blending of book knowledge and common sense that allows us to make to take a holistic approach to our decision making into our living in life. And I really would like to hear more about your perspective on that. And if you'd like to share stories or share ideas with me, I'd love to hear them. Until then, take care and be well.